EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers take over first at their own 22-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
3rd and 2, Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 30 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Darnold from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
Prescott with the give to Ezekiel Elliott. He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good game right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
This is McCaffrey on the give. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They juked him. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the
touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall from 10 yards out. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 39, Prescott. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Now Prescott on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 49. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, it's Abdullah. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Let's get that swag
on the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Prescott. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown! Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the 2nd half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He's going to air one out for Anderson. It got his man complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Carolina. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll get this to Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. After the sack on first down, Prescott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. On third down, it's Prescott. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.